meeting for this month. Gentlemen, have to do a roll call.
Chairman Ellis Jr.,
Here.
Commissioner Larkins, Commissioner Adams, Commissioner McGowan,
Here.
Commissioner Marlowe Jr.,
Here.
Attorney Waters. We have a quorum.
You gotta take one.
Bullock County Commission regular meeting Tuesday, November 27, 2022.
All right. Gentlemen, we went through our prayer and pledge of allegiance, so you want to make a motion to approve this agenda? Commissioner?
So moved, Chairman.
Second.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Marlowe, second by Commissioner McGowan.
I just want to say before y'all go ahead and, for the overall consent agenda, Commissioner Larkin sent me a Mount Andrew Water Authority Board appointment to be amended, to be added to the agenda if you all see fit, to go ahead and move on that recommendation to be added to this agenda at this regular meeting.
You got a name?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Chair,
Yes, sir.
let me speak to this. You know, I tried to call Randolph Hall and Brent Moffitt to see how this plays into the Bullock County Water Authority. This is Mount Andrew Water Authority asking us to, I don't know how urgent it is, but I'd like to place this on the next agenda instead of putting it on our agenda for today.
Okay.
They're not here to vote on it. I placed the call earlier a couple of times to get some information from our Bullock County Water Authority. Because we appointed to this one, just get some clarification. So let's place it on our next agenda. We'll be meeting in 2 weeks.
Okay. December 13th. Okay. All right.
That was a motion by Commissioner Marlowe and second by Commissioner Allen.
Okay.
Hey, that's it.
Motion by Marlowe, second. Okay. Okay.
All right, gentlemen, we give a motion to approve minutes of October meeting.
Correction, I think, Patrick, if you look at the minutes from the 2 sets of minutes,
Okay.
just like today, only Commissioner Marlowe and I was present, I think, on that first Monday meeting, you know, and we
Okay.
recessed to the next one, but you have everybody present at the top of those minutes.
Make that correction.
Make that correction. With that correction being made, then I make a motion that the minutes be approved with that correction.
Okay.
Make sure and correct that.
Let's remove Larkins and Adams. I got you.
For sure, yeah. Yeah, am I right, Commissioner Marlowe? I mean, that first meeting, we recessed to let them come in here.
There was a motion by Commissioner McGowan, with a second. Second. Second by Commissioner Marlowe, all in favor, any opposed? Motion carries. All right, the expenditures for October.
I like to table these, I guess we need to take care of these expenditures for the month. I like for everybody to be in on approving these expenditures if possible, but I reviewed the expenditures. I really don't have any particular problem with them myself, so if I'm in order, I make a motion that we approve the expenditures for October. Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. All right. The board appointment, DHR, board appointment.
That was brought by Mrs. Tracy Larkin, DHR, and it's recommended of Betsy Huffman. Let's see, let's just make sure. Yes, it's enclosed in your folder, and it was from the prior meeting as well, but this was submitted after we had our October meeting, and we couldn't put this on the agenda in our November meeting because of the organizational meeting. So this is the first time we're addressing this. So we're bringing it forward on behalf of DHR Director Tracy Larkins, and she's requesting to reappoint Ms. Bessie Huffman to the DHR's Board of Directors. Her term expired in September 2022, and if she's appointed, it would expire in September 2028. So that is her recommendation to bring before the commission to seek approval to that reappointment.
Gentlemen.
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion that we accept the reappointment for Ms. Bessie Huffman to the Bullock County Department of Human Resources County Board.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Marlowe, second by Commissioner McGowan, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Jay Davis, that's the application.
Yeah, Jay Davis came before us, I guess gave a presentation at the prior organizational meeting, and we put it on the agenda. However, he's not here. I guess we just move on and move forward.
Consideration.
there's a certain time we have to enroll anyway, we allow all those
Right.
insurance people to come
It
in.
is enrollment season coming upon, so.
I think he wants to take the place of Blue Cross Blue Shield, something
Exactly.
different, not all that with the benefits that he was providing in this presentation.
Right, right. Mm-hmm.
Anyway, not here soon.
Okay, which one just,
I guess we need to take action on table or dismiss it, something that's on the agenda, we need to,
I don't know.
I don't know what's the rules say about, what's on the agenda.
I make a motion we table for a later date.
Just table it.
motion by Ball to table,
Second.
second by Mr. Brown, all in favor? Motion carries, okay. Share the room with some assembly,
Yeah, sure.
public assembly, I'm sorry.
Yeah, she come by the office, there's a parade, I think, the annual parade she does every year. She does go through the proper protocols, put in her application for public assembly. So I'll just bring it to you guys, try to see if she can seek approval on that application to move forward with her annual parade that she does out in the Highland community, Greenwood community.
Commissioner, for y'all make a decision. Sheriff, you got anything to say?
Oh, yeah. Good morning, man. Hey, well, I want to say, Commissioner, since she came, you all back on this, we have had some incidents out there, before the parade, and I don't, this is an annual thing, and I don't go against it. But we need to put some stimulation on that, four-wheelers, that be no four-wheelers, no motorcycles, and none of that. So, we have had a problem, I think we had one, we get injured on the four-wheeler out there. And then, with the horse and race cars, we had to ride, go out there and tell them, you can't put a race car in the parade. So that's what we need to do, since she come to you all, can we put something right, saying what she can't have out there? Now, yeah, I'm just saying, the four-wheelers, the race cars, the motorcycles and all that.
Mr. Chairman, this is in my district, I attend it every year. Sheriff, if you're the leading authority for us, our law enforcement, if you have recommendations for that, and we need to jump that on this permit, if you could assemble that for us, and we vote on this, we take it for a later date with your recommendation, and we vote on it at our next regular meeting. That's with your recommendation, what you put in right.
Yeah, I want to make it safe as possible.
And you can turn warrants, y'all can draft them up, make sure stuff legal that you can and can't do. Okay. And we can approve for December meeting, we need to approve for December, because we have it.
Also, for clarity, this permit is for a parade. Now, she doesn't have four-wheelers or race cars in the parade. You're saying that for perimeter, what she can have at this particular event. But the permit is not for the field and the event
I'm
itself.
talking about the road.
Right.
It's stuff on private property.
This is the road.
Right.
And I have, they have had motorcycles in the parade, they had to have four-wheelers in the parade and all that.
So what you're saying, you don't want to allow four-wheelers, motorcycles, or horses?
On the roadway.
Okay, put it in writing, and we'll take it for a later date.
Just speaking to that, Sheriff, that's gonna kill a parade, coming from 45 minutes down the street, with all that exemption,
Yeah,
I understand the sentiment and all
Yeah.
that, she asking for 45 minutes for the road.
well, they can do it with the fire trucks and the cars, they got their own race car.
No, they don't have a race car, no.
Yeah.
But you said horses, horses, they don't parade.
Well,
But you get it together and bring it back, whatever you
yeah,
decide.
I don't want to say.
Whatever you decide.
You get up on the four-wheel, we have had incidents with the four-wheel. I have to ram them over the race car, they be out the way.
But not in the parade, let's make it clear now, that's in my district, I attend every year. Now, the permit is for the parade and closing the road from 12:45. In my 25 years going, I've never seen a race in the parade, or a four-wheeler race in the parade.
Right.
So make it clear that, let's make it clear what we're doing. Because I want to go back and saying that it went another way. What we're making clear is what vehicles can be placed in the parade from 12 o'clock to 12:45. Am I clear? Okay.
I'm like you, I think the problem is after they do the parade, is controlling what the other people do after the parade. The parade is not the problem.
Can we request, extra security after the parade, Sheriff?
Well, I'm letting you know, you saw me, I'm letting you know.
You make better.
Well, and then I had to call the state, I used to call the state group, and I gotta see what they have on that. But this one be, where New Year Day. That's
Second, Mr. Chairman, second. Second, so not this year's
I
day.
got to see what's going on.
And if, for you to say no horses in the parade, and we do the same thing for the field trial, they have horses everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So, I think the problem is after the parade.
Next parade itself.
Yeah.
Our parades that we have are decent.
Okay.
Now, the things that may happen after the parade, I be knowing.
Okay.
I don't know about that.
I think I have the power to deputize, so I
Thank you, Sheriff.
Thank you.
So, Mr. Chairman,
We're gonna take it.
got a motion to make the table for,
To the decent meeting. Motion by Mr. Ball, second. Mr. McGowan, all in favor? Motion carries. Third, storage.
Storage space, yeah, Ms. Reed come to me earlier, and she's at her office, she said, should we need her? However, we did talk about this at the agenda setting, during the organizational meeting, for some storage space, and I guess she wants to give her an update of status on how y'all, we're gonna pursue and move forward with the storage space. Are y'all gonna entertain it, or are you gonna table it, or?
Mr. Chairman?
Yes.
There's nothing on the table for us to vote on at this time for the storage space or a recommendation of a building or price of building or location. So I'll make a motion that we table this for a later date until we get the where and the how much.
Okay.
Second.
Okay, motion by Mr. Marlowe, second by Mr. Gallo, all in favor? Opposed, motion carries.
Okay.
Re-advertise.
Re-advertising, we talked with her today, she said it was already understood that she was gonna re-advertise, so no motion should be presented, is that what we're
Now,
going?
I think we need to make a motion to approve it.
Okay.
So, that being said, I make a motion that we authorize and re-advertise for a revenue, clerk.
Good.
There's a motion by Commissioner Gallo, we got a second.
Second.
Second by Marlowe, all in favor? Opposed, motion carries. Okay, Commissioner Gallo, you have board appointment.
Yes, I do. It's my time to point to the Bullock County Hospital Authority Board.
Yeah.
And I move to appoint Beverly Crawford Williams to that board,
There's a motion.
Bullock County Healthcare
There's
Authority.
a motion by Commissioner
Again, Commissioner Beverly Crawford
Williams.
Williams.
Crawford
Okay.
Williams.
Crawford Williams, gotcha.
There's a motion by.
Bullock County Hospital Authority.
Yeah.
Bullock County Hospital.
Is it a hospital or the healthcare?
Bullock County Hospital Authority. That's
Okay.
the title.
Okay.
Bullock County Hospital Authority.
Okay.
Okay, that was a motion by, Commissioner Gallo to recommend Ms. Crawford, Ms. Williams, and we have a second.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Marlowe, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries. Chair?
I'm asking, that I can advertise to hire a deputy.
Mr. Chairman?
Every, roll was spoken, and,
Yes, it is. Mr. Chairman,
Yes,
I'll make a motion that we advertise for the sheriff to hire a deputy.
motion by Commissioner Marlowe.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Gallo, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries. Roll vacation. Vacation.
Mr. Chairman?
Okay.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to speak to that, we went into the discussion about that twice, about that, and I asked that we put on the agenda for today that we take action on that. But our attorney is not here to repeat what his action was, his course of action for us to do. But at the meeting, he did recommend for us to take that gate down, just take it down. And I make a motion pending that we get the county road name, and once we find the county road name, we open that road back up. We have it closed, just remove that gate.
Yeah, the
Once we get
county did barricade.
Right. So that would be the right of, he mentioned the right authority to take the gate down, and we know what measures to take after that.
Yes, sir.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
Is it urgent that we do this before our next meeting and talk to our attorney again? Is it urgent? If it's not, I'd like to table this and be sure. We make a motion to take, you know, do something that's unauthorized and just to, say we're gonna do this.
Well, he said it twice, what we should do. He recommended twice, and we did not listen. He's our attorney, he said it twice and told us what we should do. And it never was up, we never took action upon it. Now, if you wanna wait till you get here to repeat it, hear it from him again, I have no problem with that.
I'd like for the entire commission to be with us, not just us two did something that they find out we gotta do something that's just us two commission. I'd like for the commissioners to be in on this.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
You got anything, Shane?
So I'd like for the other commissioners to be here when we do that. It's in Johnny's district and all that, let them all be in on this. I make a motion there that we table this and place it on our agenda for our next meeting, 2 weeks from today.
Okay, got a motion by Mr. McGowan, got a second?
Second.
Second by all in favor? Opposed? Okay. All right. Courthouse repairs.
I'm talking about hiring a consultant, so it's your branch on that issue. But, you, Google Mills Cable, what you brought to the table to basically address some of those concerns, as far as consulting.
I mean, that could be put on next month, next month's agenda.
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, for clarity, there will be a fee for the consultation director.
He said no fee.
No fee.
Just clarify some of this here, and let's see if we can engage them to do it.
Okay, if there's no fee, table this and put on the agenda for, table it later day.
Okay, butcher.
Put on the agenda for the next meeting.
Okay. Got a motion tabled by Commissioner Marlowe, second.
Second.
Commissioner McGowan,
One question.
Yes, sir.
That I can ask.
yes, sir.
When we supposed to change them to new telephone meters?
Right now, they're in testing phase now. They're testing it now.
Just finish it.
Oh, wait.
Who's in the middle of the vote?
Okay, well, it was a second by Commissioner McGowan.
That's on the courthouse.
Table,
Right.
Yeah.
Table. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried.
All right.
Okay, now you were saying about Kyocera, yeah, right now in the testing phase. What he's doing, he's coming to the courthouse next. He's down at our office now, the guy, and he has my computer, doing the test phase from my office. And it's a 5-day test to see by the phone. So now, Rodney will be here and he's gonna be testing the courthouse next. Then from there, we're gonna need somebody down at the jail to leave their computer up over a 5-day period so it doesn't shut down. Something that stays on constantly. Then we're going out there to Jason's, so we can cover all the facilities. So this will be done probably before the new year.
Okay.
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah.
That's it, any remarks?
No, but we do remarks from the audience, it's just from us. And I do have a remark.
Yes, sir.
We went ahead and got straight, Patrick, on paying, those folks after 30 days.
Yeah, I got the approval from Tri-State William Scott.
Not that, I'm talking about these garbage drivers that we, hired, say after 30 days, they get $1, and then they get their dollar retroactive. And we take care
Right,
of
yeah, I
that.
talked with the association on that. She gave me some language back.
No, sir. Y'all look at the video, you called the man and said, I love the meeting. I got it, you wanna see, put it up. We did this in an open meeting, and it was approved, and there's nothing to look at, except do what we said we were gonna do. Pay them to be according to that, there's nothing to look at.
Right.
But after that 30 days, go back and get them that dollar for that, when that 30-day period came in, those two that we approved that for.
Right. But
Do we have a copy of it? Because I had a copy sent to me, and I can forward it to you, of that.
yeah, I got the minutes, it states that. But let me just give you something here when I talk to the association, and I think I can talk with Ms. Sequoia about it too. Basically, this is my verbiage to her. I said, the commission approved the rate of pay and increases for Christopher Thomas and Gaucher for the 30-day probationary period, which is enclosed in the July 2022 minutes.
It's listed around, what about no probationary period? We stated what we were gonna do, in 30 days. And we ain't got nothing to do with no probationary period.
That's probation.
It's after consulting with her, it was stated that a 90-day probation is the norm and should be consistent across all counties. I said, Commissioner Larkins and McGowan motion to approve the 90-day probationary period in the July 2022 minutes from 2021. I said, does this motion supersede the prior motion of the 30-day probationary period? Is the prior motion understood to be rescinded? Does the commission have to, or is it legal to go retroactive on those increases? Any guidance would be greatly appreciated. So I'm just giving guidance to bring before y'all. She said, Pat, the second motion would rescind the first motion by implication, which is stating that the 90-day period supersedes the 30-day probation period. Then it said the commission can go back and should go back retroactively and pay them that dollar.
Yeah, I mean, that had nothing to do with that. You say you called
But
right on the
that's
phone,
correct.
I listened to it, you called it from right there, so will you accept this at this salary? Adams made the motion.
Right.
I'm gonna send a copy of it to you, you can see how they, all y'all, if you don't have a copy.
Then we went back and rescinded it the next day, that's what I'm saying, on the 21st.
We didn't rescind no pay.
He's saying, you know, after they, what he's trying to explain to you is that once he talked to the association and the association said the 90 day, then that kind of superseded. So that stands over the 30 day.
That stands for, I second the motion, that don't stand about the pay raise we promised folks. We say you're gonna give you $1 after 30 days when we hired you with that don't supersede that at all. That has nothing to do with that dollar. That's got to do with a probationary period. That's all it's got to do with.
Mr. Chairman, at the end of that day, did not you say it's still up to the county to pay that? What did she recommend?
What was that?
What did she recommend, what did the council recommend that we could and we should?
She said, yeah, first of all, she said the second motion did rescind
Okay.
the first motion. at 30
About
days.
probation, nothing about pay.
And then she said,
I was
they
gonna
should
say,
pay
we made the
them.
motion, we pay them at the last meeting. We made that motion, we pay these folks from their 30 days and pay them. And that's what we need to do, pay them.
Okay, what's the last part she said?
She said then the commission should pay the individuals retroactive,
Okay.
which is, from the 90 days, 2 payrolls.
From the 30 days they started, they should get $1 after that 30 days, what we said. Whatever the first 30 days was, then they start getting that extra $1 after that 30 days. We hire them that way.
That's just for the driver and the helper. You still have to make a decision about me because you never gave clarity on if I was getting $1 or what it was gonna be.
Yeah, I listened to that, I'm gonna share that with you.
Yes.
Commissioner Larkin made the motion that after 90 days, you be hired at 16, after 90 days, we consider a raise for you. I mean, I'm gonna send it to you to see it for yourself.
Well, I got it in minutes, I'm not saying, because it said whatever y'all agree to.
I know, but y'all don't have another meeting before, our next pay date, so I think that y'all probably should make a decision, so it won't be up in the air. Then I can let them know whether they're gonna get it on the next pay date or not.
What I was saying, the commission is making today on that, commissioners, you got to be consistent with everybody. If you go 90 days, 30 days, well, one, you got to start doing that for everybody. All new hires. We got to have consistency. And we always, when it's convenient, call association, but when it's what we want to do, we can do what we want to do. Be consistent with every employee.
Mr. Chairman, I thought it was resolved. I thought that was taken care of and fixed. So it's not, so that's nothing, it's not on the agenda to vote, to pay what? We're gonna listen to the recommendation that was said and what was said today. We can't follow through with that. So,
We got to be consistent. This is incompetent. You got policies and consistency, you want to be just going back and forth on this thing, that don't make sense.
Just follow the minutes. They say pay them, look at what it said. I made a motion to hire this gentleman.
We
We did it already. Ain't nothing to do with follow what we did.
Yeah, but going forward, we got to have consistency. We can't
We'll go back, I'll get with our payroll, we'll go back 30 days after they move back retroactive, and from the 30 days to move forward.
That's what we voted to
But,
do.
but yeah, I understand what you're saying, but as far as, I think what we're getting at, you're getting raised in probationary period confused.
I'm not
And
getting confused.
they're pretty much the same. I mean, you get a raise after a probationary period, not just because 30 days have elapsed during that probationary period. And like I said, the body there, and whoever's the manager of that department comes before y'all and makes their recommendation, what they should receive. Did they meet the probation? I mean, that's what I'm doing. That's why I just follow what the association, but like I said, we
We
move
didn't
forward.
call those folks and tell them you're not gonna get your raise, you're gonna get changed. We hired them and they hired on, after 30 days, they looking for $1, first 30 days, that's what they're looking for. We ain't told them nothing, we're not gonna pay them.
We gonna move forward,
Yeah.
whatever what you say, we gonna move forward with it. If we go back retroactive,
That's what I'm trying to say, right?
That's no problem with
We
that.
voted for it, damn.
But then, she in the same department, why she gonna have to wait 90 days?
But it's still past the 90 days for me as well.
He made the motion for 90 days, and we look at her and evaluate her after 90 days. That was the motion on this tape.
The 90 days has passed.
Yeah, so it's time to consider you a pay raise.
How much y'all gonna give her?
Yeah, because
It
that
was
was
time to, now it's time to consider it.
So they gonna go, that's not fair to me. I'm just being honest, that's not fair. I understand
We
you
can
have
put
to
that on
get
the
that.
agenda for our next meeting, to consider a pay raise for you.
So put that on the agenda, okay. Put that on the agenda, pay raise for solid waste manager, okay.
And put it on the agenda that we have a policy, new hires is gonna be, whatever the commission may do. 30 days, 2 days, whatever, but be consistent with every new hire.
I think going forward, we need to make consistent with the association, which is
We
now.
already did that. 90 days is a probationary
And
period.
as far as being compensated as well.
You know, I mean, Patty, we have Patty gonna tell them 2 years to get a raise. You couldn't get a raise. That's no consistent.
We'll go remarks, Mr. Chairman.
But yeah, but anyway, let's,
I have a
yeah,
remark.
so
I have a remark.
can we close this meeting?
Yeah, we can, I can work on
Okay.
it. Today, we're gonna have 2 issues that come up about pay raise. I've said this 3 times. About raising Bullock County, the ticking time bomb, and keep being misled and misguided. We need a human resource manager in the conversation. That's it, Chairman. Thank you.
Let's put it on the agenda.
It's not in the budget. We got to work on that. We can't open the mouth.
Okay,
Can I get a motion to adjourn?
So,
Okay, good.
Second.
Second, all in favor?
What we need to do is try to find some resources to pay for the help we need.